Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how you can use auto color correction in Adobe Photoshop. It's very fast. This is Twisted Creative. Alaribeman is my name. It's your first time on this channel. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button not only by hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's jump into it. So this is Photoshop and this is the image we are going to be using. You have this image duplicated. So the next one is still the same image and this other one is another image and this is another one of that. So this is a reference image we're going to be using. We are using it for one of the auto color correction. So like this now, we have to move to the first thing we do here is for us to very first thing we'll go to our adjustment layer, take our move tool, then go to adjustment layer and choose curves. So we have these curves here. If you check inside this dialog box, you take a look at this area, you notice there is an auto stuff there. If you click this button, you'll notice that it's a kind of brightened and a lot of contrast is added to it. So the next thing we are going to be doing here is for us to, because this auto did not do the actual job we really wanted to do. So what we are supposed to be doing is that we have to fix these colors that is around the image. This color spills, like it looks like purple stuff. So this purple color that is added to this image, we want to erase it. That is the purpose of doing this. So the next thing we are going to be doing here is to use our Windows and Alt. We hold them together and click Auto. So we have this dialog box popped out, Auto Color Correction option. Then in this box, we have 4 algorithms. These 4 algorithms that you can use in balancing colors. Then you can just start by checking each of them, which of them is going to match your color for you. Then have this as an enhanced monochromatic contrast. Then it did a kind of job, but the colors are still there. Then if you check enhance per channel contrast, then you'll notice a little job is done, but the colors are still there. Then for me, I believe fine, dark, and light colors will do the job. So if you take a look at the job now, take a look at this image, you notice that that purple that has been on this color, this image has been kind of removed, if not totally removed. So you have to hit OK. But in this, you can see, go ahead and save it as default color, default settings. So this default settings, the way it works is that if you bring in another image and just click auto, instead of you going through these processes, you just click auto, it fixes the color directly. But the thing is that the next image we are going to bring, is it going to be like this? Is it going to be needing yellow, or is it going to be needing green or blue? So we are not going to save it as default. Rather, anytime we bring in any image, we choose what is going to work well for it. So right now, I'm clicking OK for these fine dark and light colors. So we OK here. Then if you take a look at the image very well, you notice that it's still a kind of bluish, kind of. So all we have to do here, what we do, to go to our arrow GB here, click here, you got drop down and choose blue. Why did you choose blue? Because you want to remove a little blue from the image. That's the reason why. That's the why is that you have to know the color you are dealing with. If you are not able to detect the color you want to work with, you want to remove or you want to add, that means you cannot balance color. So let's go. We have blue to be reduced. So you have to, as you can see, you have the blue line here on the, like, opposite of blue is yellow. So if you take it up, you have more blue added to it. But if you bring it down, you have blue removed from it. That means you are adding yellow, because opposite of blue is yellow in a color way. So right now we are going to take it up a little, and this is how it was, and how to bring it down a little. And if you take a look at this image now, I think it's okay like this. Then let's bring it down and see. Wow, isn't that amazing? So we have this image color corrected automatically. So the next one we are going to be doing, we are still going to use this method to correct another image with a different color entirely. So we have this is in second, we are going to be using that as the second one. Then this is another one. Wow, this is kind of too greenish. So what we are going to do here is for us to go to the same adjustment layer and choose curves. Then in this dialog box, you notice the auto is here, and you just hit the auto. Look at what it brings. But there's no problem here. We have to hold our auto, we have to hold our window and alt and click auto again. Then bring out the dialog box, which is auto color correction option. Then we just go to find dark and light color. You can see that the image is still greenish and it lost a lot of contrast. So why don't we try the other one? It's still there. So what do? We go hit OK here with enhancer. Then we hit OK here and go to our channels and see the RGB and see what we are going to remove here. We have a lot of green on this, so we have to click green and bring this green down. Even this box here up here has to be brought down like this. Then bring this guy down. So we have it like this. Then you can also go to the red channel and adjust, bring the red down a bit. You can just say, let's bring it down like this. Let's bring it down. So with this, we see that what we actually want is here. So with this, we can say this photo is having almost the perfect color for it, if not the perfect color. Isn't that amazing? So we have the before and after. Before and after. Isn't it amazing? Before and after. If you take a look at even the black background, it has green spills all over it. Look at it. So here we go. We have this corrected. The next method, we are going to be using another image for a reference to get the color right. So right now we are going to be correcting this image. Then secondly, we are going to be using this image to correct this other image here. So how do we go about it? Is for us to select this image and take our marquee tool and select a particular area of the face, the skin tone. Then use Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste. So we have a copy of the selected area now. Then we can move this area to the image we are going to correct the color. So we have the image here. One thing about this image here, you have to make sure it will always be on top. Don't take it under, on top. So right now, this image is on top now, and if you want to select the adjustment layer, before you start doing anything, continue doing anything, you have to go to your eyedropper tool and make sure you have it by 5x5 average pixel sample size. The sample size must be 5x5 average pixels, so that if you take your point sample, you may go and pick noise or other unwanted color. So you have average of 5x5. That is what you need to select there. So we have to select 5x5 average pixel. Then in the sample, you have to sample from all layers. You have to select all layers. Make sure all layers is selected. Then you go to your image and down to your adjustment layer and choose curves. So with this dialog box now, you can notice we have three eyedropper tool by the left side of the dialog box. Then the middle, we just double click the middle and you notice this color picker panel, which is target mid-tone color. So you are targeting mid-tone color with this eyedropper tool here. So you are going to take this eyedropper tool, you can zoom in. You are going to take this eyedropper tool to sample the mid-tones. Sample the mid-tones. Like this area is mid-tone. It's not sampling. It's not sampling. Okay, let's cancel and make sure we make selection. We select the icon, we select the icon of the adjustment layer, or you have to select the icon before it will work. Then you select, double click, and you go to the image and choose a particular mid-tone on the image. So we can come down here and do, at least this should be okay for that skin. Then if you know you are done and you have a very good color compared to all these mid-tones you have here, look at it here, at least that color should be okay. Then you hit okay. Then it's going to ask you whether are you saving this as default. No, I'm not going to save as default because the next image we are going to work on may be of different color. Like this image is filled up with blue or purple. So the next one we don't know is whether it's going to be filled up with yellow or green. So why saving this? We will not save this. We hit no. Then the next thing you do after taking your target is with that the same eyedropper, middle eyedropper tool, you go to the image that you are correcting and look for the mid-tone there and click. Wow. Isn't it amazing? Look at what we got here. Just take a look. Take a look. It's just very, very simple. And you have to compare this color with what we have up here. It's similar. So you really have to go and make a good choice of which image is going to be used to balance each of your photos. So this is the first one, for the first image, and we are going to go for the second image, which is this one. So we are still going to use the same method to color correct this image and see how it's going to look. All right, let's go. Then we are still going to use this image as a reference, and we'll have the face already selected, so we'll have to drop it on the image we are going to correct. So let's zoom in and see it very well. So have it like this. Make sure it's on top, don't forget. So have it like this. Then the next thing we do is we select this image and go to our adjustment layer and choose curves. And don't forget that your average pixel must be, for your eyedropper, must be 5 by 5 average pixel, and the sample must be from all layers. Don't forget that. It's the same thing applied to this other one that we are doing. So you have to double click the middle eyedropper and look for your mid-tone. Let's say this area. It's not selecting because let's cancel this first, because we selected the layer marks instead of the icon. So we have to try it again. Double click here and select the mid-tones. Let's say here should be okay. take it up a little to make it lighter. So we believe it's okay here. Then hit OK. Then it's still going to ask you whether you are saving or not. If you are not, you hit no, and you go to your, without the same eyedropper, you go to your image and look for the midtone and do the click. Pump. It's amazing. So this is what we have here. This is auto color correction. So if you take a look at this image and notice there is any other thing more, or if you know you did not get it once, you just have to continue clicking. This another color. So the more you go to the dark area, the more it will become reddish, depending on color you are dealing with. So I believe if you go to the lighter area of the mid-tone, you will see what you are going to get is going to be a perfect color. Wow. This, I think this is almost like a perfect color, if not a perfect color for this photo. So I think that is it for today. If you find it interesting, helpful, and useful, just let us know in the comment below, and don't forget to smash that like button. Don't also forget to hit that subscribe button if not done that before, and also ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people will keep on creating. Just stay creative. See you in the next video. Bye for now.